Welcome back to the second part of the fourth. Thank you. Of the fourth episode of season 3 of the Whiteboard Game podcast. If you were here for the first, which we hope you were, then you would know that we are doing a round on countries.
Yep.
And the way that works is that each extract is from a musician from a different country.
Yep.
That should make a lot of sense, and I don't think we need to go into much more detail about it. So let's get cracking.
Why are we doing this game? Remind them, Chris.
We are doing this game because when you're watching this, it's likely to be, well, if you're watching this when the episode comes out, it will be the World Cup.
It will be.
Le football, you kick the ball and it goes in.
I presume England have already been knocked out at this point?
No, we're in the final, mate.
I don't
Only
know.
to be knocked out on penalties.
By Japan.
Could be worse.
I like Japan.
So, for your extract number 6...
Yes.
I will remind myself of now. Where is it? There it is. If this is what I think it is, and me thinks it is, this has been blowing up, going supersonic on the old socials and YouTube and that.
Yeah.
There was actually, really funnily, there was a point in this game earlier where I went, oh, do you remember that weird like math rock band at the moment that made that big song? Yeah, they're not English. Why didn't you use them? That's such a missed opportunity. And then if it is them, I'm glad that you have used it at all. I don't know it exactly because I have not watched the video myself. I've only watched it when friends at work have shown it to me and gone, oh, Chris, this is really cool. Look at this. And I've gone, yeah, it is really cool. Anyways, and then moved on to the next thing because I have ADHD brain, apparently. I don't know their name.
That's fine.
It's a French name, and I've put something that resembles... It's like how like an impressionist painter would paint like a scene, like really washy. That's like my memory of their name. Yeah. So I've guessed Angine Point.
Oh, you're actually close. You're genuinely close.
I don't know the title of the song. I have no gauge on that whatsoever, so I just guessed a random French word, l'école, like school.
Like school, yeah.
And then math rock, because that felt fair.
Yes.
It's got the microtones as well, though, which is
Absolutely.
Nice. That's what gave it away for me, mainly. 2026 is recent. I thought they were French, but you've already put France in this game.
I have.
So maybe... This isn't going to change my answer. My answer is France, right? But
yeah, sure.
Maybe they're Belgium. I don't know.
Good effort.
Maybe they're Swiss. I don't know.
The thing for me that I'm trying to consider now is, do I give you a half point for having a really good go at the name?
Well, see how close it is.
Okay, well, at the very least, it's 2 points.
Thank you.
Absolutely 2 points. For the genres, I had microtonal, I had math rock, I had psych rock. And it is this year, 2026. This is from their Volume 2 album. They are called Angine de Poitrine. You see, you've got the AP kind of going, you know? So it is called Fabienk. I don't know. These are Quebec boys.
French Canada, of course.
They're Quebec boys. They're from Canada. What do we say? These guys are so viral, man. These guys are so viral.
Most viral thing I've seen in a while.
Yeah. The most viral music thing in a while, at least. I think it's so refreshing that something it's in a way avant-garde. Well, actually, no, it's not in a way. It is avant-garde. Look at them. You know, look at what they're wearing as well. So something this avant-garde has been met with this kind of virality, which is not to say that it has been completely positive. I think to this day, unfortunately, the modern arts of this world, the avant-garde musics of this world, are still met with fear and resentment. Even though what it is just people dressing up, which is what we've done for years. Shout out Peter Gabriel, Genesis years, you know. Guy dressed up as a big flower. Wonderful. And in a way, the microtonal stuff is what music was like before we modernized it, you know? This is, just temperament and everything. So, Pythagorean tuning, all of this. But yeah, so you've still got fear of people, this is rubbish, because it's not normal, I guess is the point. It's not normal. And so that does still tickle me. But I think in a way I'm proud that there is, against that, such a positive tide with it as well. People love this. And that's really surprised me. Because I thought that everyone would just be going, what the hell is this? And just fear and dread and what's music coming to and all of this. Which, as I've said, does exist. But a really healthy amount of positivity, which makes me proud. Yeah. Because I love an experiment. These guys just smash it, man. What was interesting for me, I discovered this through one of my father's friends, because he's got a couple that, sort of in retirement age now, and what they like to do with their free time is just music, listening to stuff they already like, finding new stuff, and everything will get sent to Dad. Normally it's stuff that they already know, and it will be them going, oh, God, let's talk about this one, Isn't this an amazing album? You remember when this came out? And it will be Rush or something. But one of them sent him this, and he forwarded it to me, and I remember watching it going, what is my dad doing finding this before me? What's going on? Have I been outplayed here? This is am I not hip? Am I not fresh? It's so much fun, incredibly weird, but they smash it. I think it's so groovy.
It is.
And I don't know, you said you've seen snippets of the video or whatever. He's got that double sort of half guitar, half bass thing going on, which is amazing. Drummer is so in pocket, like stupidly in pocket kind of thing. And the whole time they're also wearing stupid masks. And you got one guy. I think the only thing that unsettles me about it is the various close-ups you get of the guitarist/bassist on his pedal board, because he is shoeless, and so you're just getting proper close-ups of his. And it's not even. I don't know if it's part of the character, and if it is, fair play to him that he's thinking that far ahead. But it even feels like he's using his feet weird, because he's like wiggling his toes and stuff. And I just think, stop it, cut back to the drummer, please. It's what it is a lot of fun. And I think it's amazing that two guys have gone, let's just go nuts. Like, let's do something ridiculous here. And people have gone, hell yeah, ridiculous, yeah. If you ever wanted to know what on earth they're doing over there in Quebec, because I don't know what they're doing over there in Quebec. Apparently it's this. This is what they're doing in French Canada. So shout out, what's the Prime Minister's name? He's a nice man.
Not still Justin Trudeau.
No, it's he worked in the banks with the UK for a long time. He's very well spoken. Hang on. I'll let you speak in a second, Chris. Hang on. Mark Carney. Shout out Mark Carney. There you go. 2 points, Chris.
Thank you. Yeah, I definitely should have listened to this by now, and I haven't. So I will do that.
It's just refreshingly fresh. That's the point. Something goes viral and you think, here we go. Olivia Rodrigo's back.
I've seen this before.
Go. Billie Eilish is back. Here we go. Justin Bieber did a Coachella set on his laptop. No one told me. But no, this is genuinely very unique, which is amazing. And I'm into the whole costume thing because, as I've said, Peter Gabriel dressed up as a flower. So, okay, we are continuing my run of being quite happy with my answers with yours. So even if I'm wrong, I'm proud of what I've put down. I have gone for someone who has also been pretty big themselves, I think. Still is, in a good moment. And, it's a countries game, so naturally you're thinking, I've got to go elsewhere. This sounds shoegazy, sounds emo-y. Where can I go that I know maybe has produced something like that recently? Paranal is what I'm saying, is what I'm thinking. Because I think that is a project from South Korea.
Oh, I think it is, yeah.
Trying to interpret the tone. I think, look, the only reason I know this is because I had a look at the album whilst I didn't listen to it, but I had a look at the extracts. And I saw shoegaze, I saw emo, the tracks, not extracts. And I remember some of the names of them, and I kind of thought, I'll put it down as an option, and then as I was removing some, I just went, I'd rather do something other than this. So I put Paranoia. I remember one of the tracks being called White Ceiling. So 2019, it's that famous album with the chimney or whatever it is.
Yeah. Steam,
yeah. I said shoegaze/emo/psych rock and South Korea.
Nice.
This is the K-pop they told you not to worry about, if I'm right.
1 point.
No, I was really proud of my answer.
It's great logic. It really is. I can't fault you for your logic. Unfortunately for you, it is the wrong East Asian country.
That's fine.
It is from Japan.
That's fine.
Instead, it is. I mentioned this chap last game, actually.
Okay.
He's a chap called Cornelius.
Oh, you did mention this person, yes. Shibuya Kai, let's go!
It's made a feature. New Music Machine is the title of the track. Noise pop is what it said. Shoegaze was very valid. I didn't put shoegaze for some reason. But yeah, very valid. I also put alt rock. Shibuya Kai.
Very fun to say, isn't it?
It's alternative and it's from Japan. What more do you want? 1997. The biggest year for music.
Ever.
And yeah, he's Japanese. I listened to this album a long time ago. The album is called Phantasma.
Sure.
I think I mentioned last time, but this album was recommended to me by a friend. He's quite into a lot of his different music. And when he showed me it, the album cover is orange.
Yes, I can see that.
It's called Phantasma with an F.
I see. Okay.
My friend knew that I loved Fanta.
Yeah.
And I think that was the only reason that he sent it to me. He wasn't like, I don't know if this guy's going to like the stuff, but just from that alone. But it's a really interesting album. It's like it's really broad from what I remember. There's a lot of alternative Shibuya Kai stuff. There's a lot of like hip hoppy sort of stuff as well. Beat based sampling, good amount of sampling on there. It goes in a lot of different directions, and I think it's clearly someone who's inspired by a lot of different things, but isn't so concerned about staying within one genre the whole time, which is really cool. Don't know much about the song. I don't actually think he's singing in English for a lot of the time. New Music Machine, he either is or he's saying something in Japanese that sounds English, and he's going, "Oh, that make a cool title. Yeah, I'll call it that." But yeah, I don't have too much more to say. I like the name Cornelius. I like these Japanese artists who choose like a mononymous English name, and then go by it. Boris, for example,
good example.
It's really interesting.
I'm personally still repping the Halcali flag myself. Strawberry chips, guys. The sun is out. There has never been a better time to listen to some Halcali, I'm telling you.
Yeah, 1 point.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Cornelius. Sounds like a philosopher, like one of the like ancient Roman ones.
He does, yeah.
Next to Virgil and Cicero, Cornelius.
Going to move on to your seventh one.
Yeah.
Interesting one. This felt similarly to the last one. East Asian.
Cool.
I'm not sure though. I didn't go for Japan. I went for South Korea.
We've gone back to back.
Just sort of full sent it.
Yeah.
And I thought, who is the biggest group out of South Korea right now? It's BTS. I think he's giving me a BTS song.
Yeah, cool, good.
And he definitely wasn't saying this in the song, but it's one of those hearing an English lyric in a foreign song. She die. In the present tense. Indie rock. BTS aren't indie rock, but that was a bit of my answer where I was sort of like, it just doesn't make sense anymore. 2017, and as I say, South Korea.
Thank you very much. I'm going to introduce here. I don't know why I'm being so generous this game. I'm going to give you another opportunity for a bonus point in this round. We'll see how we go. So I'm giving you 2 points. It's not BTS though. That would have been funny. I'll be completely honest with you. Genuinely considered it. Because I thought this would be hilarious. I got to go for it, but I didn't. Unfortunately, this was maybe the cruelest one because there was no, like, you just couldn't even logic an artist out of this. There's a band called Nico Touches the Walls, which I think is pretty nice. The song is called Mashi. Released in 2016. You've said indie rock, but the Japanese version of that is going to be Shimakita Kai. It's sort of like Shibuya Kai, but more power rocky kind of thing. More guitar driven.
Fair enough.
And Japan, yes. What I thought when I heard this that he was saying should die. That's what it sounded like to me. But I can tell you that it is Kimi Shidai. In English, Shidai, and I will. What I'll do is I'll find you a translation somewhere.
Please say Shidai.
Where are we going?
See, I thought with Shibuya Kai and Shimakita Kais, they weren't so much genres; they were more scenes.
Yeah,
and so Shibuya Kai was more so from Shibuya, and Shimakita Kai was more so from Shimakita. It just so happened that those aesthetics were a little bit similar and a little bit different at the same time. But I don't know.
I can tell you, so the main hook is Atowa kimi shitai, which is the rest is up to you. I think he's got a nice voice. So the bonus point here, Chris, this is from the anime my friend and I are watching. This was our most recent credits music. Do you remember the name of it?
I think I do.
And for the very famously visual medium of podcasts, I'm wearing a shirt from the show.
Yeah. There's a show about volleyball.
It is. And anime fans will hear that and immediately they know what it is.
See, it's an interesting 3 point, not 3 point, sorry, a bonus point. In that you have told me this last game, and it's almost like you're taunting me with it because you go, well, I did say it to you. So
I'm not trying to, but if that maybe goads you into it, that might be a good motivation.
The only thing on my mind is Cowboy Bebop, and I know it's not Cowboy Bebop. It's like a one-word thing.
It is.
I don't know.
You're going to forfeit?
I'm going to avoid my point.
That's okay, don't worry. He's got plenty of other opportunities coming up for big wins, so don't worry. It's called Haikyuu. Haikyuu. So almost haiku, but not quite. Haikyuu.
Oh, it is spelled differently, is it?
Haikyuu.
Oh, yeah.
That being said, that's the English spelling of Japanese lettering. You can never be completely sure. But, Haikyuu. It's really good, man. It's really good. And this was the series where they go into their, I think they call them the prelims, the preliminary tournament, to figure out who goes into the bigger tournament, to figure out who then goes into the national tournament, to crown the best volleyball schools team in all of Japan. Really good series because it is just games the whole way through. And I understand why people might be skeptical. It's just like, it's just animated sport. Why not watch the actual sport? It's because you've got the really excellent opportunities for storytelling in it. And they do really well. The characters are fantastic. So don't be skeptical. At the same time, I'm not a weeb. Do not call me a weeb. I'm not a weeb.
Oh, in time.
2 points for you, Chris.
Thank you.
Shout out Nico Touches the Walls. Shout out. I think the last one I gave you from this show was the opening credits for the same series. So now you know what Series 3 sounds like. I think it was Series 3. I might be wrong. One of them.
Very Japanese start to the second half.
It is. You've found me at a very Japanese time in my life. That being said, now that I know Japan has gone for you, the confidence I've shown in my next answer is just wrong. Maybe you can predict what I've put.
Absolutely guess.
As I've written in my answers here, Chris, I thought that I had been Tanakad. That's not how you spell it. I don't know, Takanakad, yeah. I thought I'd been Takanakad. With his, he just, every single album cover, every single picture of that man, he looks so happy. It's just fantastic. But now that I know this probably almost definitely isn't Japan, it's probably not Masayoshi Takanaka. But he deserves a shout out anyway. Again, as the days get sunnier and the days get longer, never a better time than to put on some Masayoshi Takanaka. I said it was Seychelles because that's one of Takanaka's albums. I said 1979, I said jazz fusion, and I did say Japan.
Oh, nice. 2 points.
Thank you very much.
For the two ones that you are most likely to get 2 points on. This is probably the most obscure song I've used.
2 points from that is good then. That's fine by me.
Very impressive. You should be very proud of yourself. It is by a band called Massada.
Okay, cool.
The track is called Sibu Sibu, spelled Sibu, twice.
We are genuinely mirroring. Like my last one was the same word twice. Your one's now the same word twice.
Yeah,
what a mirroring in this half.
Latin pop / jazz fusion. Rate Your Music said Latin pop. And I thought, okay, yeah, sure. But it felt very jazz fusion. Again, you've put Masayoshi Takanaka. So I think that shows that we both feel like it's quite jazz fusion.
Yeah.
1978. Fred, these guys are Dutch.
What?
These guys are from the Netherlands.
What? I've been there. It wasn't like this. What? What? Arne Slot's from there. This it's not that fun.
Yeah, I genuinely don't have anything to say about that. It's just really surprising that they are Dutch. I think maybe the guys are from different countries and aren't necessarily culturally they're from different places but they all convened in Dutch, maybe a bit like Stereolab, for example.
Sure.
I don't think so. I think they are Dutch, but maybe are just have heritage. Probably the right thing to say in different countries, because the guy here that says he does vocals and percussion, there's no vocals on this track. Called Johnny Manuhutu. That is not a Dutch name.
No.
But I digress. It's a really fun song. It sort of starts quite sparse rhythmically, and then about halfway through it just jumps, and suddenly it's really groovy.
Fantastic.
Very jazz fusiony. I found this song because it is a sample used in a hip hop song I like. The hip hop song is called No Nut November, which, if you are related to me, if you know me, and you are over 50, I implore you not to look that up. It's by a funny internet man called Matt Watson.
Okay.
Who you may have heard of.
God.
And it features an artist called Freddie Dredd who...
That's me.
Is a professional. Well, I say professional. He posts a lot of... because that song's meant to be ironic, right? But I think a lot of Freddie Dredd stuff is not meant to be ironic. Like, he posts for the creativity. He makes music for that reason. And he made the beat. And from what I've seen of quite a lot of his other stuff, I initially thought that he was more of like a comedic sort of rapper, but I don't think he is. And I think his style is more so pushing on this sort of side of his sampling, like Latin sounding stuff, jazz fusion-y sort of things, which makes it quite unique and quite interesting. That's how I found the sample, because this isn't actually a very popular band or song. I don't think so. God knows how he found it. But it's an absolute jive. And every now and then I just pop it on. It's a good 8 minutes, so you can pop it on and have it in the background while you're doing something. And, puts you in a good mood. It's a very sunny song.
Yeah.
Would recommend. 2 points.
Thank you. Just Dutch Latin fusion band. how fun.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Yeah.
On to your 8th one.
Now, as he's getting this ready, this is another opportunity for big bonus points here for Chris, because this has a feature artist. If he can get that feature artist's name as well, I'm giving him an extra 2 points, and he has to get the nationality of that artist as well.
Yeah, so when we got to this extract, you told me that you're not looking for the nationality of the main artist.
No, I'm not.
Because knowing who it is from listening to it, that would be very obvious.
Yes.
And you proffered that actually I need to guess the featuring artist.
Yes.
So, here's my answer.
Okay.
I think the main artist is Peter Gabriel.
That is 1 point, Chris.
I guess it's called Shake It All Around, because he says that. It's a fun term. Pop. 1988.
Okay.
I think I remember in the song In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel, at the end, there is a musician who sings quite expressively.
Yes.
And it's not Western.
No.
And I can't remember his name, but I remember you saying that he was Afghanistani.
Okay.
So, if I've got that right. So that's the nationality I've guessed, which when we come to look back on, I think it'll be quite amusing that without context, it looks like I have just assumed that Peter Gabriel is Afghanistani.
Afghanistan, yeah.
So.
Not quite. Not quite. He's almost from there. Not quite. I'm giving you here, Chris, 3 points.
Thank you.
3 points. Did you have a guess for the artist's name? Or
I can't remember who I was thinking of.
That's okay.
The guy from Afghanistan. So I'm gonna leave that.
Well, your 3 points are for artist, genre, and year.
Okay.
So it is PG. PG Tips makes another appearance in a Fred Bloy Whiteboard Game extract.
Some things never change.
If you ever wanted to make a Whiteboard Game bingo sheet, that one would have to be on there probably. This features a man from Senegal who does sing on the end of In Your Eyes, but I think you're thinking of someone called El Shankar, who also features on Peter Gabriel projects, who was a violinist.
Oh, yeah, I must be.
Actually, no, that's not what you think. You're thinking of Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, the vocalist who goes nuts on Signal to Noise.
Okay. Yeah, I must be
El Shankar does just play violin. You are thinking of, in this one, the Senegalese musician and politician, Youssou Dur.
Yeah. That's weird. Yeah.
What a guy. I love Youssou Dur, man. 7 seconds away.
Oh, that's that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
He's so cool. So there's a Peter Gabriel feat Youssou Dur. It's called Shaking the Tree. It's from 1990, and this is new wave art rock. Something called Mbalax, which I have looked up is, this is a Wikipedia quote, the urban dance music of Senegal, Mauritania, and the Gambia, rooted in the instrumental and vocal styles accompanied by polyrhythmic sabar drumming of the Wolof people. There you go.
Really interesting.
So when I was talking earlier about how when you go into Africa and you're trying to nail down genres, but then you start to get into the different peoples of Africa as well and their individual music styles, and you start to discover, oh, there are a million different genres. This is impossible. There you go. And yeah, Youssou N'Dour is Senegalese. So this is when Peter Gabriel was really trying to drive his fascination in music from around the world, which led to the creation of his label Real World, which now champions music from all over the globe. But Youssou N'Dour was one of the first collaborators he ever found, and we have somewhere a DVD that talks through all of Peter Gabriel's music videos. Which, if you're gonna, you know, find someone less biased than me and ask them to say what is Peter Gabriel's best strength, he does a good job with the videos. It's an amazing. I mean, Sledgehammer is, it won all those awards for a reason. Shaking the Tree is a lot of fun. I maybe they are in Senegal when they're recording this, but it's just everyone's so happy. They're all in boats by the coast. They're all carrying torches and stuff through caves and things, and everyone's just jamming. It's so fun. And Youssou N'Dour is really young at this point. And in this DVD where Peter Gabriel also has clips of him talking through the process for each song and each music video. He says that in the 80s, he was really fascinated by music of West Africa. And he says he discovered these really young musicians that were really making a name for themselves in Senegal and countries like this, Youssou and Dur being one of them. And he said he was just enthralled by how much fun they had whilst they were making music and how much energy they had. And he was like, I need to work with these people. And what a great choice. Because young Youssou and Dur especially, this guy's voice, I think is fantastic. He adds so much to this track. You've sort of got the bassy parts of and then Youssou and Dur over the top. He's just doing whatever he wants to do. It's so much fun. Youssou and Dur is severely underrated because he isn't English or American. And he's one of these musicians which I'm so very fond of. I can tell you what his political position was, because I think he's one of these individuals that becomes so famous in a country that the country falls in love with them.
Yeah.
And then they end up having a political position like George Weah, for example.
Yeah, and Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. He is, I suppose, actually, a very recent example is... that's really embarrassing that I can't remember his name. It makes me seem very, very ignorant. I'm having a complete blank, Chris. What's the Ukrainian president's name?
Zelensky,
yeah. I'm so sorry. But like, comedian originally.
Yeah.
He was Minister of Tourism.
Wow.
For a year. April 2012 to September 2013. He is really... He helped develop this music called Mbalax. There you go.
Oh, awesome.
There you go. In 2004, Rolling Stone said he is perhaps the most famous singer alive in Senegal and much of Africa. And in 2023, that's insane. In 2023, Rolling Stone said he was 69th in the 200 greatest singers of all time.
Wow.
That's ridiculous. He has got an amazing voice. It's a beautiful voice. Shout out Youssou and Dur. Shout out Peter Gabriel as always, but I've spoken about him enough that I don't need to anymore. Shaking the Tree is just like, it just features on a random compilation album. And it's amazing that a song that clearly everyone involved had so much fun in is just on a random compilation album. It's great. It's fantastic. Yeah. God, Peter Gabriel, he's so broad, man. The amount of stuff he's done. Was that 3 points? It was 3 points, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was weird that I thought that it was the Afghanistani musician who had done the end of In Your Eyes, but it was actually Youssou and Dur. Interesting.
Youssou and Dur, because so was 80s, and 80s for like that was prime Youssou and Dur collaboration, and the musicians of Western Africa.
He was still a teenager at that point, wasn't he?
Very young. I mean, you can see it in the video. He looks so young, Youssou and Dur. But again, they're just all so happy. It's so lovely. But in his own right, Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, immense, like this, so well renowned amongst vocalists, like devotional vocalists and things. Unbelievable voice. Your number 8. I got quite into my own head with this, unfortunately. And so I probably overthinked it. Wow. Overthinked.
Sure does sound like you're overthinking it.
Overthought. I'm very confident of maybe 3 points here, but after that, I'm not sure. I want to say it's Arvo Pärt. I can't input an umlaut. I don't know the shortcut.
Me neither. No.
But I presume it's Pärt instead of Part.
It is Pärt, yeah. You're right.
Spiegel im Spiegel. See, I can actually flex proper language knowledge now. It's German. I don't know when he wrote it, but he's quite a modern composer, so I said 1990. I said post-minimalism. I don't know if that's fair. Now, I don't actually know if he is German, but it's a German title, so I've put Germany.
Okay. I'll give you 3 points, yeah.
Thank you very much.
It is Arvo Pärt. Pärt is how you pronounce it, yeah. It is Spiegel im Spiegel, correct? Which I think is translated as mirror in mirror.
Yes, Spiegel is mirror, yeah.
Which is weird because I remember In German, Spiegel is a very similar word for play, like as in to play.
Spiel.
Spiel, yes, yeah. So I remember thinking that, it's like playing a play or something like that, like a meta play. It's not.
It's not.
I said minimalism classical. I'll give you postmodernism. 1978.
Okay, hang on. He's not German then.
He's not German.
Can I just say what my second guess was? Okay. You don't have to give me a point if it's right. Probably isn't. I was going to say he's Hungarian. Okay, cool.
I also thought that he was more Central European than he actually is. And I think it was actually on an episode of University Challenge.
Oh, was it? Where's he from? Or?
It wasn't. I don't think it was where's he. I can't remember. It was. I can't remember what the question was. They do have a music round, and I think that maybe it was an Arvo Pärt piece that they guessed, and it was like, I don't know. My point is, once I watched it, I knew he was from this country.
Sure.
And if I'd have let you guess maybe 10 more answers, I don't think I would put money on you getting it, because
so is Europe.
It is a surprising country that he is from.
Estonia.
He is from Estonia. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get anything for it. I get a bit of pride. That's fine.
Yeah. Which baffles me. It's a bit like, having Grieg from Norway.
No, but how amazing that we've got such famous composers from these places.
Composers that are just from places that just do not have a large pool of very popular, at least, classical composers.
I mean, look, very easy. Well, I say very easy. That completely undermines how talented he is. But it's... Well, I'll put it a different way. Very difficult to displace him as the GOAT Estonian composer, I suppose.
Yeah. 100%. I don't know too much about Spiegel, other than it's quite minimalist.
Yes.
It's sort of just a piano and a violin, I think. Very sort of drawn out. I learnt a bit about Arvo Pärt at uni when we were doing a module on medieval music. And we were learning about sort of different techniques he was using to take things like plain chant and turn it into a new song, piece of music, which I always found quite fascinating, because I think what I learned a lot, especially at that time, is it's very interesting to have logic and sort of mechanisms behind your music, but it doesn't make it musical. Because I remember trying to compose and be like, this is... I'm going to take this motif, I'm going to draw it out to length in some bits, and then I'm going to write it all out, and oh my gosh, it sounds awful. Yeah. Basically. So it's very difficult to make it musical when you're doing that, and I think Arvo Pärt, to me, seems like a very interesting composer in that he's able to use a lot of logic and fascinating... mathematical things in his music, whilst also making it very musical, which is awesome. I haven't listened to too much of his stuff. I just remembered that he was Estonian, and what an absolute pleasure it would be to use that in a country round. Yes, well said. So there you go, still kicking it as well. 90, by the way. He's absolutely killing it. He's doing very well. Lovely. Yeah,
that's the word. Yeah, tintinnabuli. That's the compositional style that he's pioneered.
That. Yeah. I have heard tintinnabuli.
Composers influenced by his mystical experiences with chant music, characterized by two types of voice. The first is the tintinnabular voice, which arpeggiates the tonic triad, and the second, which moves diatonically in mostly stepwise motion. If you understood what that meant, let us know. I think we did. But that is basically Spiegel.
That is literally... Now that you say that, I'm like, that the piano is doing the tintinnabuli, it's doing the arpeggiated thing, and the violin is playing stepwise, drawn-out melodies. That is that track through and through.
Tintinnabuli, there you go.
Very makes it very ambient and sparse.
It does.
Which is lovely.
It does. This piece is loved, man. People adore this thing.
Yeah. Very much so. Okay.
First ever time Arvo Pärt's shown up on the Whiteboard Game. What a guy.
I think so. If it was going to show up in anyone, I feel like
good shout
would be the
for
best
today.
one.
Yeah.
I'm going on to your number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. I think I recognised who this was.
Okay.
They are from a country who have quite a lot of musical pedigree.
Yes.
But would it be out of place in a country's round?
Madagascar.
They seem to be a band you really like as well. I guess it was Men at Work.
Sure.
I think the singer, who may be Colin Hay, said Settle Down a few times. I said post-punk / new wave. They're quite a new wave sort of band. 1982. They're Australian, so I guess Australian. Although I do know that Colin Hay was born in Scotland. But I put Australia.
I wouldn't split that hair. Don't worry, I wouldn't split that hair. It's happened, ladies and gents. We've got a 5-pointer. We've got a 5-pointer. I'm giving you the title. I'm being kind. That's giving you the title.
Okay, wow. Thank you.
Because you haven't put the whole thing, but you are correct. So, Men at Work, Settle Down, My Boy. 1983. This is Cargo. I said pop rock reggae, new wave, jangle pop. You've put new wave. There you go.
Thank you.
And they're from a land down under, guys.
Who'd
Come
have
on, who'd have thought? Man, I love Men at Work. This is one of the songs I tried to catch you out a bit, but I gave you the chorus where you can. Colin Hay's voice is too powerful. He tries to do backing vocals and he ends up being lead vocals. The lead vocals on this is, I want to say, Colin Ham, who is... Well, you're laughing.
One guy's called Colin Hay and one guy's called Colin
No,
Ham.
I've got it wrong, haven't I? That's not his name. Hang on.
That's like having a band called Ween and your two members are Dean Ween and Gene Ween.
That's so weird. That would never happen. I've definitely got that wrong because if that's been his name the whole time and I've never laughed at it, don't know what's wrong with me. Greg Ham. Greg Ham. I just like a slip of the tongue.
No.
I'm quite sure that is Greg Ham on the lead vocal.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting.
Let me just check for you.
Yeah, I think it's a weird...
No, it's not. What's wrong with me? Yeah. It's someone called Ron Strikert.
Oh, but not Colin Hay, basically.
Yeah, so Ron Strikert is your lead guitarist, I think.
Okay. I think it's a fascinating thing when the lead singer of a band can sound, or the other members when they sing, it can sound quite similar. Yeah, it's a fascinating thing. I think it's quite common, I feel. I feel like Phil Collins sounded a bit like Peter Gabriel when he took over lead in Genesis.
Yes.
Do you agree?
I genuinely, when I was growing up, I couldn't differentiate between Colin Hay and Peter Gabriel.
Phil Collins, do you mean?
I keep slipping. I keep slipping. Maybe the boards of Canada crash out. The adrenaline still hasn't come back down. You don't know what I'm talking about? Go back and listen to part 1, you silly person. This is part 2. What are you doing? And then come back. But yeah, Collins and Gabriel, I think they do sound very similar. I think Collins eventually you can, because he finds a poppy voice, and you can more easily tell it's him. I was right about this, and I'm going to read this to you. On 15th of February 2009, Strikert was arrested for allegedly making death threats against former bandmate Colin Hay. Strikert denied making any such threat, which was said to have occurred during a phone call, and Hay told investigators he did not believe the guitarist would carry out the threat. So I think they probably fell out a bit.
Yeah.
Which is maybe one of the reasons why Men at Work did split up, maybe. But yeah, Cargo, I think... I've put it like this before. I think it's a shame for albums like Cargo, at least from a personal perspective, that albums like So exist. Because if that wasn't around, this would be, I think, one of the, if not the greatest thing to come out of the 80s kind of thing, because it's like a time capsule. It is so quintessentially 80s new wave. But I think people quite easily will look at Men at Work and go, amazing singles, really good singles, and then just not take the time to acknowledge that actually they were capable of a lot more. You just haven't investigated it. Because on this, you've got just suddenly reggae. You've got the proper single writing of Overkill. You've got an anti-war song. It's a mistake. You've got No Sign of Yesterday, which is suddenly like ambient prog, which is a fantastic song, by the way, unbelievable. And then you get a whole album of Colin Hayes lyric writing, which is immaculate. He's not just another, singer-songwriter who gets played on the radio. This guy can write. He's a storyteller, and he's so emotive. This is a very fun one. It's one of their very fun ones. The opening lyric is, again, so incredibly Australian. Settle down and eat your peas and gravy, my boy. Settle down. Settle down, my boy. Settle down. Tried not to make it as easy as possible by giving you another section with saxophone. But even still, it's a big 5-pointer. I couldn't get S.E. Rogie in, one of my goats of the country's game, but I had to get the other goat of a Fred Boy country's game in Men at Work in Australia. Enjoy your 5 points.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, to be fair, they've got a very recognisable style and production style.
Which you're starting to take a claim on now. Yeah. I am excited to hear what's going on with this one because, again, I am so familiar with this song, but I could not tell you anything about it other than as it's playing, I am, again, entranced. I'm seeing like Sadio Mane edits and stuff, I don't even know it was English because, as I said, it sounded like it was recorded on a wax cylinder. So I don't even... the quality was not great. So let me type this out for you, and as I'm doing it, I will tell you everything I've written down. I didn't even try and bother with an artist, by the way. I have put... I put the Abidjan Gang. Abidjan being the capital of Côte d'Ivoire.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Abidjan Gang instead of the forget it. I said it sounded like I forget the word for when you hear non-English words in English. I think there is a word for that.
There is a word, yeah.
But use that word. It sounded like they were saying number one. They probably definitely weren't saying number one. I said 1974. Owing to audio quality. I said funk, psych rock, and a bit of calypso, maybe. I'm not sure. But I tried to, even though Abidjan is Côte d'Ivoire, I tried to stretch it out to DRC as well. So I got a sort of very sunny West African vibe from this, but we'll see.
Interesting. Okay. I'll give you a point for a genre. There's a genre for this. Sorry, I've just played the song 3 times because I like it so much. I just don't want to stop listening to it.
Keep listening to it. That's a lovely thing.
Genre-wise, it's weird because it's not. It doesn't seem like a song that's been associated with this nationality's sort of local genre. It is African. You're right.
Okay,
it is. And like we've mentioned with some of the other extracts we've used. Quite a lot of African music can tend to have like a scene sort of music, like palm wine music, zouk love, these sort of things. Or Mbaka, as you mentioned earlier, with Senegal. Mbalax, sorry.
Mbalax.
Mbaka sounds like a football player.
Mbabu, that's a shout, wow.
It is a band called... this is quite eloquent because it's a little bit like... like 70s and 80s like R&B bands where they have the word band in the name. This is by Dur-Dur band. Dur-Dur band. The track is called Gorof. Gorof. In brackets Elixir. Okay. So maybe Elixir is the English translation of this nationality's word, Gorof. Rate Your Music said psych pop, and I was like, there's got to be like a local term for this.
Yes.
It can't be psych pop. I was put lo-fi disco
for some reason,
because when I looked at this band's Wikipedia page, it said that, they're more so associated with funk and disco and R&B sort of stuff. So I thought, seeing as it's been recorded on, as you say, a wax cylinder, from what it sounds like, adding lo-fi would be eloquent, especially for the 80s, where it's not going to be, sort of like almost anachronistic. 1987 was when it came out. This is Somalian.
Wow, that's so cool. I'm learning so much. I love it.
Fascinating. And I remembered, maybe, I don't know if you used this in maybe a former countries one we did, used the extract Fatima by an artist called Kanan, who is also Somalian, which I thought was very cool. What did the young man say before he stole you away? Come to New York City.
Fatima.
Great song. Really good song.
Sad story, but...
World Cup vibes.
It is a World Cup song. It is a World Cup song. So,
There we go. I mean, I don't have a load to say about this song. I think it's amazing. I love it. It's so unique. It's amusingly uncanny as well. I think it's so lovely that we exist in an era where things like scrollcore can exist. You know, like I'm scrolling and there's this incredibly weird song, but it goes so hard. It's so unbelievably catchy. I actually see. I think when I looked up on the Wikipedia page for this as well, it was saying that. Again, I hadn't seen it on football edits. Maybe your For You page is just filled with just football edits. I don't get football edits in mine. Mine are more just completely random, nonsensical things. And the videos I was seeing it on, there was one where it was a video that was sort of like. It said like, rare aesthetic. Those resource packs from 2013 in Minecraft that were trying to be realistic. Yeah. And it was slideshowing them and they all look just really awful. Yeah. Awful in a way of like, of course they're trying to be realistic, but because they're working with pixels, it just looks so unnerving. Yes. Yeah. The villagers, the pigs, it's just so uncomfortable.
I know exactly what you're referring to.
And you've got this song coming over it. They're playing over it. It's great. And from looking up on Wikipedia, I found out that it's associated with the rare aesthetic trend. Okay, which is what that video was linking to, which was really interesting.
They're on Wikipedia. They've got their own Wikipedia article and everything.
They do. They've got their own Wikipedia page.
That's so good.
They do.
That's so good.
Really. How would I describe this music? The guitar doesn't sound like it's a guitar. It's got like a weird sort of wah-wah, like alto wah sort of effect on it. It's got like an umpar rhythm. Yeah. Piano maybe. Yeah, sort of like a 4 on the floor, sort of dancey beat. So you just have to listen to this song to understand it. I can't describe it in any way beyond that. It's amazing. I think it is on Spotify. Maybe I need to add this to my recent favorites playlist.
You can start making your own rare aesthetic videos as well.
Yeah, I do.
Rare aesthetic, Idio Twin Green Room.
This is such a fun song. Yes. And it's when the way that I went about finding the scrollcore songs that I've used in this game, because can I finally look it up now?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Right, cool. I got to this thing and I went, I'm not sure how many countries I can use here, and then I remembered there was a bunch of like songs I've seen on like Instagram Reels that don't sound English. Why don't I like use one of them? And I found this just by sort of brute forcing a way of finding that initial Rare Aesthetics video. Found it, and then when I tried to find the mathy one that I used in the first part, I looked on Rate Your Music, and if you click on an actual song, it will tell you playlists that people have made for it.
Sure.
And so I went down until I found one that made sense. It might have been the Instagram Reels audio or something. There was one called Scrollcore, and I thought I know exactly what that is. So I scrolled down and found it.
Well, some of these are really obscure. Let Down, Chamber of Reflection. Some of these are really obscure.
Very unpopular songs as well.
Touch the Sky, No surprises. Some of these are really obscure.
Yeah, brilliant song. Please listen to it if you're listening. It is an experience. Enjoy your point.
You know what? I will. You know, this is going to make me feel better if I'm correct. I'm gambling. I'm gambling aura here. I want to say that the capital of Somalia is Mogadishu.
It is Mogadishu. Correct. Well done.
I thought you'd go, oh, I need to look that up, Fred. That's really cool. But no, you
I
already
know.
knew.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to geography. Sorry.
I already flexed my geography knowledge. I whipped out the Abidjan.
I didn't know about Abidjan. So very impressive.
So if I win nothing else today, I would have won that. So that's fine.
Here we go then, guys.
Yeah.
It's the last two extracts.
Final frontier.
This is a fascinating one, and I've gone a bit out on a whim with this.
Sure.
Just because the era that I can imagine the song being made in reminded me of a very well respected and well regarded band.
Okay.
From a foreign nation. That I think they did sing English. Maybe. I can't remember. I guess it was Can. The German band, fronted by, I think he was a Japanese man.
I think so.
Not sure. It sounded like he said "good loving." Guess that's the title of the track. I've only put krautrock because I guessed Can. I also guessed rock because it was a pretty rocky track. 1972. I don't actually know Can's dates. That might be a little bit too early for them. I'm not sure. And yeah, as I say, they're a German band, so I guess Germany. Again, I've gone out on a whim, so I'm not confident with the answer, but I thought it was a nice reference nonetheless.
It's a nice reference. I'm going to give you 1.5.
Oh, thank you.
And that's only because the half point is you are correct, but I think in this instance it's such a specific thing that if it's not that, I can't completely give it, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's by a band called Witch. It's called That's What I Want. It was released in 1972. And this is a genre called Zamrock from Zambia.
Oh, wow.
Its own genre.
Yeah.
Because it is rock, but it's Zamrock.
It's from Zambia, yeah.
Because I watched a video on this, and I knew this game was coming up, and I go, I've definitely seen this video in my recommended before. Let me actually delve into it. And I haven't watched through it properly because I was quite anxious about, Chris is coming here tomorrow, I need the extract, just give me song recommendations. But I kind of know what's going on here. And it is really interesting. And again, I wanted to end on this one because I think it is, out of all my extracts, the most representative of why I love this country's game. Because it introduces you to parts of the world and their histories. Because art is always both historical and political. It cannot be avoided. And this game is so wonderful because it shows us things that we wouldn't have known otherwise. And it's a wonderful reminder that the world is a mighty big place. And there is so much that we have yet to discover and so many, people that we've yet to meet. And that's amazing. And when we do this game as well, there is this part of me that wakens up, which doesn't wake up very often. But when we do this game, it does. And it is Fred, get on a plane, go somewhere. Just go see something, mate. Just go. So here's the history of Zamrock for you, Chris. Zambia, they gain independence in 1964. Okay? But at this point, Zambian radio is booming with the Rolling Stones and the Beatles and everything.
Did they gain independence from Rhodesia, sorry?
That's a really good question, Chris.
Because I don't know if they were colonized.
Well, they were colonized.
All right.
I want to say by the English.
Okay. Well, I suppose if they're singing in English, that would make sense. Sorry to tangent the point.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm getting this correct for you. I'm currently in their history in the 1200s. Which is a bit of yeah, so it's Rhodesia.
Oh, nice.
Rhodesia and Nyasaland, which is now Malawi.
Interesting.
And it was the British.
Okay.
So they gained independence in 1964. And then your president back then, whose name I've got here, Kenneth Kaunda, he has a slogan, which is One Zambia, One Nation. So it's all about international pride. And we are not the British anymore. We are Zambia, and we're going to put Zambia on the map. Only Zambian things.
Ah.
And so his thing is, he wants... the statistic is 95% of music on radio stations has to be Zambian.
Wow.
And you've got all these, upstart bands, and they've grown up listening to the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and they're going, well, how do we react to this? We've got to be Zambian music now, but we really like this stuff. Well, you're going through this really fun, turbulent time where, you've got the copper mines booming. You've got... It just feels like a very free, happy place, Zambia, now. It's all about self-expression. The funky clothes are out. Everyone's partying. It's all good. In comes Zamrock. And it's huge for a moment. It's really important. But then the economy crashes because the price of copper plummets.
And that was their main export, was it?
Yeah, okay. Absolutely. Musicians are reduced to their playing hours. You get blackouts. You get anti-establishment messages in their music, and it doesn't really work very well. You get quite a lot of aggression. Places have been bombed. The country kind of falls into disarray a bit, and then to make things even worse, AIDS pandemic comes in, and this kind of brings an end to this era of prosperity and pride in culture and identity, earmarked by multiple things, including this Zamrock that comes about. But what it is again, I've used this phrase already when talking about Men at Work's Cargo. It's a time capsule, this genre, because it shows you a period of history where this country in Africa had emerged from the clasp of what's the word I'm looking for? Colonization. They find independence, and it's just pure liberty and self-expression. And again, I think if we didn't have a game like this, or if we have people, and I'm not blaming anyone for it, not everyone has the time or the desire to sit down and search up the history of Zambian art and culture, but how amazing it is to know that this existed. Because this is a lovely little history lesson, there was a period of time where Zambian music was deeply inspired by the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and it was part of a movement to have 95% of music on Zambian radios as Zambian, and that's amazing. And now we know, and I think that's cool. Yeah. So shout out one of the founders of Zamrock. Next time we do a countries game, I'll try and find something as interesting as this, but it might be difficult. Shout out Zambia. There you go. First ever time Zambians been mentioned on the Whiteboard Game. Yeah. Scream if you love Zambia. Oh yeah. How many points was that, Chris? 1.5.
Thank you. Yeah.
You are welcome.
Yeah, and thank you for the history lesson as well. That was really interesting learning about.
I thought it was interesting when I looked at it. I thought it was interesting,
and I'm glad you did it because I remember when you put this down, I sort of thought, well, it did just sort of sound like 60s and 70s rock, like the Beatles sort of stuff. So why does that have its own genre term? And understanding the history and the importance at that time for that nationality to have a national identity, and so enforcing that sort of thing onto music that you might listen to and say, oh, but this just sounds like this other music from a different country is fascinating.
So I'm saying there's so much to discover, guys. If there's any message I can underline in this Whiteboard Game in particular, it's just find stuff from around the world, because music does not just live in London, and it does not just live in New York. you will find some pretty amazing stuff everywhere. I'm still infatuated by when we had that gamelan workshop, and that guy said he was so sick of it one day that he found the most remote field he could find at 3 a.m, and he could still hear gamelan being played. And he said like it was a horrible thing, like it was starting to drive him mad. But he said that I haven't forgotten it, and I've just gone, wow. Baby needs a plane ticket, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Zambia, shout out Witch, shout out Zamrock. Your last one, Chris. Oh, I don't know if you're playing tricks on me. I don't know because it felt like it sounded like Panda Bear. I don't know if I'm hallucinating. Hang on. That sounds like Panda Bear. I don't know if I'm hallucinating. I said it's called When You Grow Up. I said 2024. When I Grow Up. I said Psych Rock. Psych Pop, pardon me. I said Psych Pop. Using my Panda Bear lore knowledge, I put Portugal. That's what I've put. Yeah.
That's nice. I wouldn't use a Panda Bear extract and expect you to put Portugal as the nation. But it's a nice illusion.
Do you see why I've thought it's Panda Bear?
Yeah, because it is. But I'll give you 1.5 points.
No!
1.5 point is for the artist because
it was a feature.
Panda Bear is a feature.
Okay.
Although featured as Noah Lennox, it's not actually featuring Panda Bear. It's featuring him as his actual name. I didn't really understand why. Maybe
because he can do what he wants.
I thought the only thing I thought it might be is that maybe that part was written for him and all he did was sing it. So maybe he's thinking, well, I didn't have a creative input in it, and Panda Bear is my creative thing, so I'm not gonna go by Panda Bear on it. I'm gonna go by my actual name. This is by somebody who goes by Atlas Sound.
Okay.
Track is called Walkabout, as I say, featuring Noah Lennox. Psych Pop. 2009, USA. Now, I haven't really saved this as like this is amazing that this guy's from this wacky country. It's more of just like I really like this song.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to use it.
Cool, that's fair.
And I think now that you've mentioned the World Cup, I think it's very fitting that I've managed to end it on a USA one without...
On the main host.
Without intending on.
Who are, as it stands, I would say, ruining the tournament. But anyway.
By the sounds of it.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't listened to any other song by Atlas Sound beyond it, but I've become enamoured by the guy behind it because he sounds incredibly interesting.
Sure.
The chap called Bradford Cox. He has first thing you might notice about him is he's quite visually striking. He's got a condition called Maynard's syndrome, which, from what I gather, is it's like an extension of the limbs. He's an incredibly slender man.
Okay.
Like very, very incredibly so. You can see that in his face as well. He's got a bit of a speech impediment. After looking him up a bit, he is the lead singer of Deer Hunter.
Deer Hunter, yeah.
Who I'm yet to get into, but after listening to this, I'm quite interested in because I'm all about psych pop, man.
Yeah.
Anything that sounds anything remotely like Merriweather Post Pavilion, give me it, man.
Which is funny because
I mean that's probably what he did. He went. You know what? This sounds a lot like Animal Collective stuff. Let me ask Panda Bear if he wants to sing on it.
Help me.
Yeah. Walkabout the song. It's quite optimistic sort of lyricism, I suppose. Nothing too deep, but I enjoy that it is a sample. It feels very sort of like in between Panda Bear's Person Pitch and Merriweather Post Pavilion. In terms of that in terms of the range of psych pop, I suppose. I really like what he does with the sample. He alters it in such a way that makes it sound so psychedelic and quite ethereal as well. Because you're not really listening to it going, oh yeah, that's a sample from the 60s, and that's a guitar, and this is a a piano or whatever. It all just sounds really weird, and that's the stuff about psych pop that I love the most, where you're taking something and making it sound so unrecognizable, but not to like an avant-garde extent. Like it's still catchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely adore. There's one live performance of his that he did of this, and I love it. Because when you listen to a track like this, you think, okay, well, how do you play it live? Like, there's a sample here. Do you use a desk and you just play it? And like, how do you make that performative? Because I've had that with a lot of Animal Collective stuff. Actually, their live stuff I find quite uninspiring. I don't find it, but it's performative. Because you can see what they're doing. It's not like you can tell that they're not just pressing play on a laptop and then just singing over it. You can actually see what they're doing. But compared to their live stuff, I found it a lot flatter.
Yeah, I hear you.
What Mr. Cox does, Bradford Cox does, is he turns it into a very different experience. He's got his acoustic guitar. He's got one of those folk harmonica neck brackets.
Yeah.
He's got a looper pedal.
Fun.
Bunch of different effects. So he's sort of playing the sample out on his guitar, all the different parts, making a beat with it.
That's cool.
Singing it. He's got a nice voice. Singing it, and then using the harmonica as well. It creates an incredibly ethereal atmosphere. And it sounds great. And it's that sort of thing. If this is just one guy playing this stuff, it's so incredibly inspiring.
It's just one guy.
It's so incredibly inspiring seeing what you can physically be capable of with just one of you performing. And that's the thing with, I think with especially Idiot Twin stuff and maybe some of the people that we play with live, I'm always concerned about, okay, how performative is this? It's not just us playing music. This is a show. We have to be putting on things. There has to be an importance impressed on that. So when I see someone like this doing it so well and making it so incredibly enamoring and performative, I think that's awesome. Yeah. That really inspires me. So I'm endeavouring to get to more of a Atlas sound, especially the album that this is off of, as well as some Deer Hunter stuff. I'm struggling at the moment just because when I listen to music, I like to sit down and put all my mind on it, I suppose. I like to have full focus on it, but time-wise, I'm pretty stretched at the moment because of work. So hopefully I will at some point. But in the meantime, I can sit and be enamoured by this brilliant song. Yeah. So yeah, I said 1.5 points, I think.
You did say 1.5 points. Thank you very much.
Not at all.
And that brings us to the end of the 20 extracts. But wait! See, my concern here with this now, Chris, is I think you have already won.
I don't think so.
And so, I don't know, it feels like giving you this extract to say, oh, you get this, you get an automatic win, feels a bit redundant.
I mean, you've been on a very good streak.
I don't know, maybe we could do something different. Maybe, or if it's like worth 15 points, you can get like the highest ever score in a whiteboard game, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, we do it for a bit of fun ultimately, but yeah.
It's going to be a record breaker.
Do what you feel, yeah.
I'll give you 20 points if you can get the country. This will be a record-breaking score. That's the deal. So, I have prepared an additional extract for Chris, because when I was putting my extracts together, I did have one that I thought is very interesting, but is nigh on impossible to get, because there's nothing directing it towards any nation in particular. But what I'm going to do, because I've still exported it for Chris, is I'm going to give it to him, and he's got a one shot to figure out what country this is.
Okay.
And if he gets it, he will score 20 points off the back of it, and potentially record the highest ever score it is Whiteboard Game history, which feels like quite a big thing to say, but we are founders of this thing, so it probably is Whiteboard Game history.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I'm going to listen to it. I'm only going to listen to it once, so are you right to pad while I...
I will pad.
Thank you.
So, this was all set up because I like football. We're looking forward to the World Cup. But it's more than that. It's an exploration of how abounding with creativity the whole planet is. So it's not just your local pub having an indie music night, which you should be supporting anyway, by the way. It's not just your most streamed rapper on Spotify. It is the Zamrock, the richness of that genre's history of Zambia coming out of the independence of an entire nation. It is the invention of a whole new genre of classical music by a composer from Estonia. There is so much creativity to be found out there. And, you might think, well, where do I start? You start by just listening. Just pick something, and you pick a country, find a website that tells you what music to listen to. Say you want to discover music from, I don't know, Montenegro. Just look it up. What are the best albums from Montenegro? Give it a go. Find something authentic. See if you can find any unique genres from the African continent that we haven't mentioned yet. I'll give you a hint. There are probably like 1,000 we haven't said. So you've got some stuff to discover. And the thing is, it's going to be very fun as you do. I think he's ready. Yeah.
Well, first I'd like to say that was a very interesting extract. It's very adorable and fun. There were a lot of young voices.
Yep.
Quite sort of folky in a sense that if it's from an obscure country's sort of folk heritage, in that way it's folky. In terms of who I'd say, I'm not going to put too much thought into this because I think I just really don't have much of a chance.
The 20 points.
The country in my mind was the Philippines, so I'm going to say the Philippines.
Final answer?
Yeah.
He hasn't done it, but it's a shame. But it's not that big a shame. Would you ever had a second guess?
I might just guess something completely and utterly random.
Go on, just have one more shot. Give you one more shot.
Like Tonga or something.
You're incredibly close. You're really close. It's Vanuatu.
Oh.
Yeah, you're really close. I'll briefly give you the story behind this because it is actually really interesting. Have you ever heard of the term cargo cult?
No.
I said cult, I meant cult, cargo cult.
Mm-hmm.
This is this tradition in sort of Melanesian communities where following Western contact, so from colonizers or explorers or whatever, they try and mimic their actions almost in a ritualistic sense, in an effort to try and please what they start to believe is some kind of god. They feel like these people that have come over from the West are gods themselves, or they represent beings that can communicate with the gods because they have all this wealth and they speak a weird language or whatever. Technology, exactly. And so they try and mimic what they see, these normally sort of military groups or explorers and things. They try and mimic what they do in order to receive gifts from the gods, cargo.
Yes, I had realised I had heard of cargo cults.
Yes. So this is, I think they call it a sing-sing from one of these cargo cults, and they're called the John Frum tribe. Have you heard of this?
I've watched a video about this,
How much do you know?
Well, not much more than you've sort of described, just that it was during the war sort of time, and they were using I didn't know it was Vanuatu actually, they were using somewhere in the South Pacific Ocean as like a base of military, and they sort of encroached on this tribe's land, and instead of the tribe being really aggressive and trying to push them away, they become enamored by it, and as you say, like they made like wooden planes that couldn't fly and that sort of stuff.
Exactly. It's so fascinating.
It's absolutely crazy, man.
And in the most politically correct way I can say it, it is an element of, look at this white man, like, with his technology and everything. I think John Frum is this like mythical figure who's meant to look like some 60s American military person. And they, I guess, worship him. They expect him to bring them blessings.
That's what I was going to say. In history, people have sort of said that John Frum wasn't a person that went there. It was just this idea that they'd come up with that was this. Them, basically.
Exactly. And the last thing I'll say about it is there's a very good quote on the Wikipedia page about this tribe from when David Attenborough filmed a documentary all the way back in 1960.
Oh my word.
Just emphasizes how long the man's been going. Amazing. And he asked them, what does John Frum look like? And in the sort of the version of their typed up English that they've said, he looks like you, he got white face, he tall man, he live long South America. So there you go. And so this was an Instagram post that just randomly got recommended to me a couple of days ago. And I thought, that sounds unbelievable. It's how rare it is, but how often more we should see it, by the way, because we've got these phones, which we can record and send anything, of authentic, pure folk music in the 21st century. Just untouched by anything. These guys, these group of people, they've got together, and you're hearing the children who have amazing voices, by the way. And they in the video they all look so. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. I thought it was amazing when I saw it. But no big 20 points for you, Chris. I'm afraid no records broken. But we'll do the scores anyway. You're going to need to pad for 10 seconds for me now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No cargo coats. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a whole video on it, but it really is a fascinating thing. Yeah, the idea of John Frum. What a guy, man.
What a guy. I hope he saves me, you know. He sounds great.
Yeah.
I am ready.
Cool, okay.
I'll count you down.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, well played.
Nice.
I scored a juicy 16.5.
And I scored a juicier 21.5.
Well played, Chris.
Good game.
Well played, Chris.
That was a fun game.
He said it for the last few episodes that he's been worried I've built up a bit of a streak. Well, that streak is broken. It is over. Chris, back in the driving seat at the end of this country's edition.
Thank you. I feel like those two Scrollcore songs I used helped me out in being borderline unguessable.
No, but they were both incredibly fun to hear for the first time, but also incredibly frustrating because I've heard these so many times. I can see Neymar doing his celebrations and everything, man. I can see it.
Great. What a fun game that was.
That was great.
And it's I think you were probably saying this whilst I was listening to the song, but it's a lovely celebration of the music of different cultures.
Yes.
And it was something I was thinking when putting this together. I was, as you sort of mentioned earlier, going through my Topster and going, what music can I use? And sort of looking at it and going, I do just listen to a lot of American and English music. And that's not inherently a bad thing.
No.
But it's nice to explore music of other cultures. There's a lot of fascinating stuff out there. And I hope that we have inspired you to do that. And maybe you'll listen to some of these songs and they might be added to your rotation.
Absolutely. I think it's not our fault as the listener. It's more so the fault of the marketing people. But it's almost as if music from the US, Canada, the United Kingdom, maybe some other European nations as well, is almost kind of placed itself as the best music that's ever been, the kings of music. So much so that you go into your local record shop and everything else from all other 100+ countries are put on one shelf in the back corner under world music. And it doesn't make sense because there is so much there to be discovered. So much that, you know, just by the law of statistics, it's probably better than what we've already listened to. We might enjoy it more just by statistics. There's so much. I hope this has encouraged you to try and do the same, to find some stuff.
Let us know, please. We'd love to. Well, why don't you let us know some songs that you like from obscure countries? We'd love to listen to them. We are elated whenever we get any comments.
Yeah.
So please do that. But in the meantime, I think we have said everything there is to say, which means,
apart from one thing,
there is only one thing.
Yeah.
Whiteboard game. Oh, forever.
Ciao.